guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today in the Ask SSM video series, got an email from a subscriber. This is a guy, he's 42 years old, and he's definitely going through a tough time. This guy really needs some help both from me and the community, and that's why I'm doing his story today. This guy has definitely been, as he's described, dealt some pretty bad hands in life. There's been some things that have happened where obviously it wasn't his fault. And other things have happened. It's just been kind of a downward spiral for him. And to the point that he's really considering at 42 years old ending it all. And absolutely, I don't want him to do this, and no guy should. So I'm going to go through his thing here and then offer a lot of suggestions to help him get back on track, because I don't want any gut buddy out there feeling like things are so hopeless that they got to end it all, because there's always hope, guys. There's no matter how bad things get, there are things that each of us can do to better our situation. And of course, you must always go to people that care about you to help you get out of a dark hole, because all of us, including me in life, have been in some pretty dark holes and gotten out. And if anything good can come from the times I've been in bad places, I've learned how to get out of that dark hole, dark place, move on, make things better, and then help somebody else do the same thing. So I'm going to go through his thing here, because this guy, he's hurting. He needs the community right now. It says here, hello SSM. I'm a big fan of your channel and have been a listener since the pandemic. Brother, thank you for your support. You're one of the early ones, and I thank you. I never thought that I would ever have to write to you, but based on what I've learned in the past few years from you, I felt it's time to ask for your advice. Guys, I'm always here for you. You got a question? You need something? Email me. I'm a 42-year-old male who's had only one relationship in my life, and it's only lasted a few months. She ended up leaving me for my cousin, and you want to know the best part? We all worked together. Well, that was real nice of her. And by the way, what kind of fucking cousin is going to go with a girl of his other cousin, right? How about some family loyalty, huh? That was very rough of me, but I ended up transferring to another department to get away from them. I had to bring that up as it leads me to the rest of my story. In my heartbreak, I met someone let's call M. She's a good friend, but we have fooled around a few times. I always kept hoping someday she'd see me as someone to start a real relationship with. Hoping. It sounds like you were in the friend zone and put on a pedestal hoping that she'd give you that chance. I don't want you to be in that place, guys. That's never a good place to be. And by the way, the women know the guys in that place, and they don't respect guys like that. However, just today, she met up with me to tell me that she's met someone, and he is taller. A Chad type with his own business. After seeing how she gets ready for him and knowing she'll never do anything like that for me, I know that she will never see me as anything more than a friend. Bro, I've been in the friend zone when I was younger, and it hurts, it sucks, and all that, but you know what? You move on. End of story. You find other options. Believe it, guys, I told you before, I used to be that nice guy, blue pill guy, who believed all the bullshit in the movies, and learned the hard way. And so I can help you guys. My thing is, after everything I've learned and now seeing it actually happen again, I find there's no hope for a guy like me. Brother, there's always hope. He says, I'm 5'7", overweight, and I have hearing issues to the point where I wear hearing aids. I used to be 360 pounds, and I dropped the weight back down to 199, but an injury caused me to get back up to 250 pounds. I'm not a good-looking guy at all either. Well, bro, you can't do anything about your height, and you can't do anything about your ears, but you lost a ton of weight before. You can do it again. Even if you had an injury, you can still change your diet, and that diet's the key to losing weight. Exercise is important, don't get me wrong, but diet's the key. You can still diet. But I get you're feeling hopeless and there's no reason to diet, but I'll come to that at the end. I just think I'm going to give up because I feel now as if no woman is ever interested in a guy like me. Life is not all about girls being interested in you, brother. There's way more in life than women. And if she's ever interested in me, there's got to be something wrong with her. I've had issues with offing myself thoughts in the past, and now I think those thoughts might start coming back. I don't know if you'll read this, but I don't have any hope anymore. I know I sound like a pussy, and you'll smack me, but at my age, I just feel like there's no time left. I feel that way as my dad passed away when I was 18 years old at 46 years old. Life has dealt me a shit hand, and every time I draw some new cards, I miss. I'll be 43 in a few months, and I have no ambitions anymore. So, bro, I actually wrote down what I wanted to say to you, which I never do because I tend to freestyle things, so definitely listen to the whole thing. I'm going to start by saying this. Do not end yourself. There's too many good things in this world. Life is a gift. It really is. I know life can be a fucking nightmare, but life is a gift. And at the end of the day, we can all have bad hands dealt to us. All of us have. And let me tell you, if you were born in life with the ability to walk and see and hear and all that, you're way ahead, because there are people in this world that are handicapped. They can't walk. They maybe have been born where they were missing an arm or two, or they were blind or deaf, or you get the point. A lot of problems that weren't their fault are way worse. So that doesn't mean that that your situation is difficult. I get that, but there are people far worse that have made best of their situations. All of us have had bad hands dealt to us, but we roll with the punches and continue on and deal with that. That's just how it is, you know. And I get if you've had one bad thing after another, it hurts. Trust me on that. But life is a gift, and if you're going through tough times, you can get out of it. But a lot of people don't know how to get out of it, and that's why I'm here. I want to say this, that like I said earlier, yes, you cannot change that you're 5'7". Okay, there's nothing you can do about that. And if you have hearing problems requiring you to have hearing aids, you can't do anything about that. Okay, but here's the deal. My dad, may he rest in peace, he passed away almost 4 years ago. He was 5'7" too. And my dad was a pussy magnet. My dad, he was thin. He was a healthy weight. And he was a good-looking guy. But he was 5'7". And it didn't matter. Women always liked him. Always. And I picked up on that when I was a teenager, wherever we went. Holy crap, we went to church. My mom used to joke that if anything happened to her, there'd be women lining up bringing him pies and cakes and all this stuff because they'd want a piece of my dad. My mom said when they were younger, when they were dating and everything like that women were after him left and right. And he was 5'7". You are 5'7". There's nothing you can do about it, but you can still get girls. But there's a lot of things you got to work on. You can. As for the hearing aids, you got obviously issues with hearing. That's not your fault. Okay? Wear the hearing aids. Own it. Own that you're 5'7". Own the hearing aids. You know, just people make a joke. Make a joke saying, "Yeah, I'm in the Secret Service," or "I'm testing out new products for Apple." You got to own it. Own that you're 5'7". Some of the most alpha dudes I've ever known are short guys. You know, and you can be 5'2", but you're 5'7". But you can't do anything about that. But there are things you can do about. The biggest thing is your weight. You can do things about your weight, and I'll come back to that in a second. I also want to say, bro, that I understand depression very well. And I understand what it's like to feel hopeless and feel like things aren't going to get any better. Depression runs strong in my family. I mentioned this in previous videos. My grandfather had it really fucking bad. My mom has it really bad, and I got it. And my sister has it. And I had times when I was younger and didn't know what to do with it, that I felt incapacitated by the depression. This happened a couple times when I was in junior high, high school, college. And after that, I learned to deal with it. I learned the signs. I learned that I had to get moving and not let it just like I was in a hole and I didn't want to do anything. I had no motivation, no happiness, felt like I'd never be happy again. And I learned by getting up and moving and doing things, I would be all right. So I've learned to deal with it, but I get it. And I get what it feels like to be hopeless. I get what it's like to feel like things are so bad. You go through a period of time in your life that you wake up in the morning and you're under the covers and you don't want to get out of bed because you figure, what's the point? Or the only peace you have is when you're sleeping at night, because that can take you away from a world that you feel is miserable and hopeless. So I get it very much, but you can't let it ruin you. There was a time in my life I wanted to end it too when I was in high school. That happens to a lot of teenagers. Thank the Lord I did not. So I get that. But there's so much to live for. But even though you're dealt shit hands, you have to make something yourself to turn things around. But the thing is this, is that either life will beat you or you beat life. Okay? You have the power to change around your life what you're not happy about. Now, what I want you to do, and you can do this, and by the way, I want to say this. You've already taken the big step that you want to turn things around by writing me. If you were truly gone, you would have written me, but you're looking for hope, and you can turn things around. So what I'd like you to do is I want you to go to CVS and get yourself some notebooks and get a notebook. And I want you to get your notebook, and on page 1, I want you to write down all the things in your life that you are happy about and that you're grateful for. What things bring you joy in life that you have right now? There's got to be some things, okay? You got a great dog. You got a great couple cats like me. They bring you happiness and joy. Write that down. My loving dog or cats. You got a great relationship with a brother, not your asshole cousin, a brother, an uncle, a grandparent, a mother, all the good things in life. What things bring you joy and happiness? Write them down that page. Shh, all that stuff. So you can look at that and say, even though things are, I feel like shit, I got these things in my life I'm happy about and I feel grateful for. And look at that list every day. And the next page, I want you to write down everything in your life that you want to change, that you want to improve upon. Obviously, losing a bunch of weight and doing things maybe about your personality, if you're kind of shy, or you got some nice guy traits you want to fix, or you want to get some muscles, or get stronger, or you want to make new friends, or you want to move up in your company. Anything you can think of that you want to improve upon, write in that list. Okay? And when you got those lists, I want you to look at them every day. I want you to remind yourself of that. I want you to get copies of that list and put it in your refrigerator of the things that you're grateful for and happy about to remind you every day. And that list of all the things you want to work out on the list on the fridge every day. So it's fresh in your head. And I want you to realize that and start taking action to fix these things. And know this. It is possible. You have the power to change yourself. You can't just wish upon a star and pray to Jesus that everything's going to change overnight and you're going to grow to be 6'2" and lose 150 pounds. Ain't going to happen. You got to make it happen for you. Okay? We are masters of our own destiny and you can do it. I want you to look at your goals every day and to figure out a realistic way to get towards them. I want you to, every day, do a little something to help you reach your goals. Just a little thing. I don't care what it is. And that way then, as you are making progress towards those goals, of say losing weight or getting a better job, whatever that can be, working on your social skills, whatever, learning how to cook a good steak, learning how to cook a good omelet, whatever your list of goals are, practicing. Every day, a little something to move towards those goals. And that way, every night, you know you've done something to move forward, Put a copy of that list in that fridge or anywhere else and look at it, review it every day. It's fresh in your head. It's your purpose. It's your goals. I talk about purpose all the time. That's your purpose. Losing weight, improving upon the things on your list. I want you to surround yourself by the people that care about you, okay? You must have some friends that care about you, good friends, family, and let them know that you're going through a tough time and you need their help. And they care, they'll help you, okay? If you really are thinking about ending it all, you got to talk to somebody that cares. Go see a therapist, something like that to really, because it's not worth it. There are plenty of great things to live for, but we all go through tough hardships. And understand this, bro, you're not alone. Okay, there are plenty of guys around the world that felt like life is hopeless, I'm not getting anywhere and all that. Okay, I've had times like that. I didn't quit. Okay, you shouldn't either. I guarantee there are guys watching this right now. They've been through some hardships, been through horrible divorces, have people they cared about do awful things to them. They've gained a ton of weight. They've lost their job. They have no money. They have no hope. Maybe they're living in a country there aren't a lot of options, but they keep going every day. They find reasons to live and go on. You can do that too. Now, I don't know, since you mentioned your weight, and I'm a personal trainer, I'm actually retired now as a personal trainer. I've done so well on YouTube and have multiple businesses going on through YouTube and things like that. I'm now done. I have one client left. He's my friend. I help him. He's 63 years old, but that's it. But this is something I know very well. If you want to lose weight, and you can, what I recommend you do, you say you have an injury. Well, I don't know what your injury is, but you can do things to work around your injury. But the biggest thing with losing weight is, while exercise and lifting weights is important, it's the diet. So if you lost weight, you said you were 350 before and got down to 200 pounds, that's phenomenal. So do what you did then. That's what I think you should do. Change your diet, which means you need to, first, at 42 years old, consult your doctor. I got to say this, doc, I got to lose a shitload of weight. I don't want to fucking die. I just want to let you know, make sure that there's, little thing, any suggestions you can have. And at that point then, at 42 years old, I'd recommend investing the money in a registered dietitian. And that individual can help you get on the right path and do things that you're not lacking in this, lacking in that. I do not recommend any of these fad diets. You know what I'm talking about here? At the end of the day, it is eating healthy, good quality food, calories in, calories out. What is bad food? Okay, sugar products. Any doctor will tell you that. You don't need candy bars. You don't need soda. You get the point. Fast food, takeout food, processed food. Minimizing the dairy. You need to eat good, quality, healthy stuff. Okay, a lot of good fruits and vegetables. Chicken, grilled chicken is the best thing you can have out there, you know. Some good fish, things like that. If you don't know how to cook it, learn how to cook it. Ask somebody to help you. Consult YouTube. You see me on YouTube. You know how to use YouTube. Learn how to cook things, okay? That can be a part of bettering yourself. Start eating multiple meals a day instead of eating just like one giant meal a day or 2 giant meals a day. Eating grazing is the best way to go, okay? I guarantee you start changing your diet, you're going to lose the weight. And I would make your goal, like say you're 250 now. Let's just say you're 5'7". Probably a healthy weight if you lift weights, and I'll come down in a second, is probably, you know, the 150s, maybe low 160s if you're lifting weights. So that's a lot of weight to lose. So you got to lose 90 pounds. Okay, fine. Realize that trying to do that in 3 months is unhealthy. But if you can spread it over 2 years, that's doable. And I'd make little goals. You start at 250 and say, my next goal is 245. Okay. You hit 245, you had a mini accomplishment. You can celebrate about that. And then your next goal is 240, then 235, then 230. And then you get to 225 and you hit a mini milestone, 225. My point is, little mini goals to achieve over time and you'll get there. I recommend you have an injury. I don't know what it is, but if say it's a bad knee. Okay, it doesn't mean you can't do upper body exercises. Say you got a bad elbow. Doesn't mean you can't do lower body exercises in certain upper body with, being careful. Say you have a shoulder injury. Okay, again, you can work your legs. You can do certain movements if you're careful with your shoulder. You got an injury, talk to a doctor. If it requires some surgery, that can be planned out. Or maybe some physical therapy or something. A good personal trainer can help you work around any injury or injuries so you can go and hit the gym multiple times a week, resistance training and cardio. But again, depending on what your injury is, there are ways to work around it. So you can get the exercise and lift and all that. Some workout is better than no workout, but it is the workouts that you do, but the diet. So every day I want you to go to bed and say, hey, I ate healthy today. Maybe I did some exercises that I could do in the plan. And every day you'll be moving towards your goal. If obviously social skills are your issues, which I suspect there, okay. Go out and talk to people. When you go to the grocery store, make sure you make it a point that you just chat up somebody while you're waiting in line at CVS or at the grocery store. Just a little small talk. Doesn't make a difference. It doesn't be some hot chick in line. Just be just some dude who's, you can tell he's a plumber. Just chat him up. How's your day going? Whatever. Work on your social skills. Make part of your improvement watching my channel or other channels like me about learning something. That will help your skills. The point is, every day doing something to move yourself forward. Okay? And here's the deal. Here's the great part about this whole thing. Every day, when you know you're going to bed, and even though you know you're far away from your grand goals of losing a lot of weight, amongst many other things, if you know you worked hard that day, you ate healthy, and you see that you're losing weight, that improvement will make you feel better. And that'll motivate you to keep pushing forward. And there'll be setbacks. Whenever you lose weight, there's setbacks. There could be a week where you don't lose anything, or you gain a pound or two, and you're like, oh, fuck, I want to quit. No, that's normal. You keep on doing it. I recommend right now you get rid of all the unhealthy shit in your house. Maybe keep around some low-fat, low-salt pretzels or low-salt popcorn or something like that. Pretty much unbuttered popcorn, which will taste like styrofoam. Snacks that aren't too bad, but aside from that, get rid of all the alcohol and soda and sugar products and processed food and garbage. Get the fuck out of the house. Give it to the next door neighbor and start having healthy stuff there. And you do all this and take the advice of your doctor, registered dietitian, maybe hire a personal trainer if you don't know how to lift weights. That money it will cost you is worth it because you're investing in yourself. And even if you are spending a bunch of money on those things to get yourself started with a registered dietitian and hiring a trainer to help teach you things if you don't know how to lift weights and put you on a plan, what's worse, spending the rest of your life being miserable or offing yourself? No, so it's worth it. And you do all these things, whatever you want to work on, and every day you're reviewing your list of things you're happy about and grateful for, and you look at all the things you're working on, your goals, and you're seeing progress, you're going to feel better. And that'll motivate you to get up in the morning the next day instead of staying in bed all day being sad and depressed, to keep moving forward. And then as you progress and make improvement, you're going to be like, shit, look what I'm accomplishing. I can accomplish more. And you'll add more shit to your list of things you want to accomplish, and you'll do that too. That's how winners think. That's what winners do. But all of us will go through hard times. Okay, there's plenty of guys watching the channel and stories you've heard of guys going through hard times, but they've persevered. They've gotten through the hardships and are doing better. So if they can do it, so can you. And I'm telling you now, you obviously watch me because you like me and you respect me and respect what I talk about. I've been through hard times. I've had a time in my life I wanted to off myself. Kaboom. Yeah, I was that fucking miserable. But I persevered. I talked to people that cared. I got help. Okay, yes, I was in therapy once for about 4 months. I never admitted this before, but I was. And you know what they tried to do? It was a nice lady, and it did help, but she was trying to really make me feel loved and know that I had support, and that was all wonderful. But what a man needs is to feel strong. That's the problem with a therapist nowadays. They try to make men feel, they try to handle men the way they do with women. And the women need to feel loved and supported and all that, and that's great and all, but men need to feel strong and powerful and can take care of themselves, not hopeless or weak. By you working on yourself and you losing the weight and getting stronger and improving things, you're going to feel strong. You're going to feel masculine. That's masculine energy, and that will help you move forward. And I guarantee you do all that type of stuff, you're going to feel better about yourself, and that will then have a ripple effect around your life. People will notice that because you're feeling better. But remember, bro, you cannot control that you're 5'7". There's nothing you can do about that. Okay? And you can't control your hearing. Okay, you got issues. So what? Own it. Make a joke. I'm working for the Secret Service, or I'm testing Apple's latest products. Whatever the fuck it is. Have a sense of humor about it, okay? End of story. If you're cool with it, other people will be cool with it, including women. And as time goes on, you'll lose the weight, you're looking better, you can get some nice clothes, and go from there. And, but ending it all it's not worth it, but I get it. And a lot of people do understand. There are times it feels hopeless, and it's one shitty situation after another. When it rains, it pours, and I've been there. But things aren't always bad, but you have to take action, okay? You can't sit around feeling sorry for yourself all the time. There are people in this world that have things far fucking worse, and they've gotten through it, or they find a way to deal with it, okay? So you can do it, my man. So I have absolute faith in you. All right, so you get done this video. I want you to make your list of all the things I said, all your goals, all the things you're happy and grateful for. Write down. Have your notebook. Put it on the refrigerator. You see it every day. And every day take an action. And you will get there. But do not end it. Talk to people who care. And if you need to see a therapist for some help, it's worth the money. Registered dietitian, personal trainer. Find a way to get some exercise in. Change your diet. You will get there. And have a realistic time frame for all these goals. Nothing happens overnight. Whether it's losing weight, putting on muscle, getting stronger, improving in anything, takes time and practice, but you will get there. That's what sets apart winners from losers. Winners keep persevering and realizing they'll get there eventually. Losers, it gets too hard, they throw up their hands and quit and say, that's just how it is. That's my lot in life. No, you have the power, and all you guys watching this that want to improve things, to turn your life around. Absolutely. That's all I got to say. So I wish you luck, bro, and please write me down the road if you need any further help, and let me know how you're doing. I really believe in you. You can do it. All right, guys, that is it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Please let this guy know what you think. Give him some support. Let him know you've been through some hardships as well, and you turn shit around. Let him know that there are guys out there that care. And anything, if you've been through depression or feeling like things are hopeless, how you got through them, please. He will read every comment, so the more you comment, the more you'll help us do that. We don't want to lose another brother here. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. I'll catch you next time.